Hi everybody, my name is Jen or Jennifer Dirtle. It's like turtle but with D's instead of T's. I'm from the east coast of Canada and I've been putting this off for a long time because nerves and everything, but I figured right now we're in quarantine. Pretty well everybody in the world is in quarantine for COVID-19. So I know a lot of people are getting stir crazy and I know, so I thought now would be a good opportunity to take the plunge and start my YouTube channel and bring you some cute, crafty happiness. So I did these. I'm really feeling spring right now, even though, we got a big snowstorm last week. We still have snow on the ground, whatever, but my crocuses are coming up. So it's very, very spring and it's so happy. Spring is such a happy time of year. So I created these little pastel tags. How cute are they? So I created them with ephemera, so vintage ephemera mostly, some new things in there, little stickers and things, and some little lace and trim. So I am going to show you how to make these. Hopefully they'll bring a little bit of crafty happiness into your life. Okay, so what you're going to need is some pastel colored tags. I didn't have pastel tags, so all I did was I just took some cardstock and cut tags out of them. So I just used, the Michaels 8.5 by 11 packages of cardstock. Comes in all different colors. It was a little thin, so what I did was I glued 2 sheets together, and that definitely solidified them up, or made them more solid. So cut some of those. The ones I cut, these are 2 1/4. I think 2 1/4. 2 1/4 by 3.5. Yes. Okay. And you'll also need some inks in matching colors to the tags. So like in shades. So this one's like a turquoise. So I don't know if you can see that. It's got a little bit darker turquoise around it. So yeah, like I use you got a pink, got a purple. This is my turquoisey one. Even though it says apple green, it goes with turquoise. And I brought my little paint box rainbow palette. So that's just to ink around the sides to give it a little bit of, to make it stand out a little bit. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You are going to need embossing ink, embossing powder, clear embossing ink, clear embossing powder, and a heat gun. Now, if you don't have that, that's fine. You can just use ink itself. You can doodle. You can just use, you can use just regular scrapbooking paper I made some more tags too. This is just scrapbooking paper in pastel colors for the backgrounds. So, you can use that too. I just do like an all over simple pattern so it's not too distracting. But that's why I like the embossing, is because it's subtle. So I also used background stamps. So anything with an overall pattern, well, that's just kind of swirls, but yeah, you can kind of hide it behind. You don't want it to stand out too much, but it adds a nice little detail. Like, for example, my favorite background stamps. I love this one. It's really cool. And then this one. I try not to spend a lot of money on stamps because you get into the habit of buying stamps just because you like them, and then you've got to think about, okay, I'm going to use this stamp probably once, and it's just not worth it. So, background stamps, very good investment, I find. I use them everywhere for everything. Okay, so you will also need, ephemera. Yes, so I'm an ephemera junkie. I have been collecting ephemera for years. I love ephemera. Anything from, right now there's stickers, die cuts, punches, elements cut out of scrapbooking paper, and then vintage. This is my favorite, cut out of vintage kids books, images. Now, if you're going to use those, just note that because of copyright laws, you can't sell what you're making. If you're making it for yourself, it's no big deal. But yeah, you can't sell what you're making because these images do belong to someone else. But you've bought the book, so you can cut it up if you want, right? The artist has gotten paid. I find a good source of vintage ephemera is thrift stores, of course. And I buy a lot of kids' books at thrift stores because they're so cute. There's also, I know some of these are cut out of greeting cards. So yeah, it's endless where you can get ephemera. So I went and I picked out some spring ephemera. So anything in pastel colors, like, you know, your pinks and your blues, flowers, butterflies, and then I figured this time of year, like chicks and, okay, these roosters definitely don't go, but these are just so adorable. I really, really had to just put them in this tray so I could see them. Aren't they so cute? I'm going to do something with them though, but yeah, they don't quite go with this, but yeah, so you got like little, you know, birds and buns and everything, and just background. These are background elements. I have them sorted: background elements, focal points, and then these are little embellishments, so things that you can stick around, just little bits that you can stick around things. All right, now I also used, you can see on these, I used hole reinforcers, I guess they're called. You put them on like loose leaf paper and put them in your binder so that, you know, they don't get torn out. It reinforces the hole. So I got these at Michael's Recollections. That's Michael's. In the planner section. I don't know if Michael's has much of a planner section anymore. It doesn't seem like it at my Michael's anyway. They used to have like a whole aisle dedicated, but I mean, there's still bits and pieces you can find. So yeah. And if not, if you can't find these, I mean, you can always just buy the plain ones and put ink on them or what have you. And last but not least, laces and trims. So I've kind of got two different batches here. These are the laces. So I've got, okay, these are the laces. So I've got all kinds of different, a lot of it's, again, vintage. I buy from vintage shops. Usually you can get like big bags of lace and trim, just miscellaneous vintage stuff, from like Value Village or wherever for a few bucks. So I've got like a variety of lace. I've got velvet in here. I've got sparkly. I've got cotton. I've got satin. Some of them have little prints. Lace. All of the lace I buy is vintage, definitely. So there's all kinds of little bits of lace. So cute, right? And then trim. So I just got little, yeah, neat little, oops, rickrack. Different trim. Look at this. This is really cute. It's got like little gold bits in it. So vintage trim. Yeah, you can get, like I said, big bags of it at thrift shops usually for next to nothing. Now, along with that trim, I also picked up some smaller bits. I'm just going to move these tags out of the way. Some smaller trims. And what we're going to use these for. So like little tiny rickracks. Lots of fun fibers or fun yarns or whatever, and small ribbon, teeny tiny ribbon. That'll focus. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what that's for is the little ties at the top of the tags. So see, just makes it really cute. All right, so how I got started was, first I stamped my images with the clear embossing ink and then embossed it with clear embossing powder with your heat gun. Like I said, you don't need to do it. If you want to just leave them plain, you can, or you can just stamp them with like a clearing pad or a different coloring pad. Doesn't matter. You don't need to emboss. It can be inexpensive. If you don't already emboss, it can be expensive. You got to buy a heat gun and all that. So you don't need it. I just, you know, I thought it was kind of elegant. So I pre-stamped all of my tags except one because you don't need to listen to me use my glue gun on camera like 5 different times. So I'm just going to show you how I stamped it. I find with these big background stamps, it's way easier. So this is my embossing ink. This one's like super old. I don't even know if they make this brand anymore. But yeah, still works great. I've got the ink refiller for it, so it still works great. So I just make sure to cover the stamp. And she's all glossy. And then how I do it is I set the stamp on top. Okay. And then you just take something like my Aleene's glue with a nice flat bottom and you burnish it. So you rub it the ink transfer. I find it better than like pushing down on it. Smaller stamps, it's okay to stamp them onto stuff. Oops, sorry. But I find with the bigger stamps, this makes it much easier. All right, so you kind of burnish. I've seen people use brayers, rollers to do this too, which I'm sure would work just as good. All right, so there. Oh, that's a great impression. Nice. So then you take sheet of paper, just computer paper, whatever, printer paper, and your embossing powder, which mine has apparently disappeared. All right, so that is really weird. Bear with me just a second. I probably put it away. I did too. Isn't that bad when you're in the habit of putting things away when you don't mean to? Normally, you know, isn't it the other way around? I'm the other way around normally. I leave a big mess. All right, so you sprinkle your embossing powder on. Carefully lift your tag. I usually give it a few little taps to make sure. Oh, let's see, I took the embossing powder off the side. There we go. A few little taps, and you can see that the embossing powder, oh, there's a good shot. Yeah, the embossing powder is on there. So put your powder back in the container. Definitely do that before you emboss, because there can be, you know, with your heat gun, you don't want to melt your embossing powder or blow it all over the place. So then you take your heat gun and be very careful not to burn yourself. I kind of hold one side of the tag and then face the heat gun downwards. But you can, I hope you can hear me over this. You can always, you know, use like a pen or something to hold it in place, or so it doesn't blow around little pieces like this. See? Yep. Okay, hang on here. So you can kind of hold it there. Now, I wonder if you're going to be able to see when the magic happens. Embossing is so fun. Oh, there it goes. You see it's changing color. So what's happening is the embossing powder, which is just wax granules, is melting. And so that creates your emboss. So emboss is like a little raised waxy section on your paper. Just like if you've ever gotten business cards with all the text, you know, 3D kind of thing. That's what that is. It's embossed. So they just melt wax over the text. All right. So that's done. Isn't that really neat? I love this stamp with the background text. It is so cool. Okay, so now we want to ink our sides. I like doing that. That's a big thing right now. I find everyone's inking the sides to, you know, you make them stand out. You give it some definition. Okay. So this one, yeah, this one I'm going to, I love this ink pad, but unfortunately, like, it's old and it's still juicy, but it's not the best idea because, first of all, this didn't hold on. And then you got things like this, like the green ink saturated the yellow ink, or yeah, which is, ugh. I mean, it's a neat idea. I love everything arranged in rainbow color, but it's not very practical. So yeah, sponge ink pads like this, you can just ink directly onto the tag, as long as they're not like super juicy. But a lot of ink pads now are like the fabric ink pads, and they're really like hard. They're not spongy and squishy. So what people are using is, you can get these little dabbers or daubers or whatever, yeah, they're little dabbers, like little sponge dabbers, and people will use those, and you rub them on, you know, your ink pad, or dab them on your ink pad, and then you can use them like this onto the card, because rubbing the edges of card onto a fabric ink pad, like the Tim Holtz Distress and those kind of things, it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. Okay, so can you see that? Isn't that cute? Okay, so we will do, I wonder if you can you hear my cat? I closed my craft room door and he is having a meltdown outside. He is very much a mama's boy. He is a 15-year-old kitten. Don't tell him he's not a kitten. He has no idea. Oh, I'm out of shot. Sorry. There, so just quick like that. Green. Put this one away. I want to dry it out. All right, there's the green. We have just the purple and pink to do. So yeah, like I said, you don't need to do this. Or if you want to do it, you know, with a different colored ink, go ahead. Like a lot of people like the vintage inks, like your browns and things like that, like sepia, and I think there's Tim Holtz. Yeah, walnut stain is very popular on Tim Holtz. You can do it that way, definitely. Give it more of a vintage look. I like the pastels just as they are, like bright and colorful. I find it's very spring, very adorable. All right, one more. So I think this one's my favorite. It's really pretty. Really pretty. It works really nice on this card. There. All right, so that's all done. So now what I do is the fun part. We get to choose our ephemera. So, oh, I kind of moved my camera, didn't I? There we go. Sorry about that. I have this like rig set up. It's a clamp that goes on the table. I borrowed it from a friend. It's really cool, but she uses it to draw. So it's in like, for her, really close is good. I need something definitely like this is like probably like, I don't know, maybe 8 inches off the table. So it's kind of in my way. But yeah, I ordered a different one and it is on its way. So it'll have the camera more above me, which will work way better and not be in my way kind of thing. So, all right, so ephemera. So we get to choose. This is so fun. The fun part. I really want to use this. This is from a greeting card. How pretty is that? I want to use that on one. I think maybe the green one. This is how I work usually with paper crafts. I kind of put a bunch out and I kind of do them all at once and like move elements around and stuff. This is how I do ATCs too, artist trading cards. That's exactly how I do those. All right, so I've got flowers and butterflies, and let's try to do some a little bit different too. Oh wait, I have this sticker I absolutely love that I want to use. And I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Lily. I think these are Lily of the Valley, aren't they? I think. I grow some flowers outside, but I'm definitely not a very super knowledgeable gardener. I think I might like that on the pink the best. What do you think? No, maybe not. Maybe the blue. Turquoise. Aqua. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, that. Yeah, I'm not gluing anything down. I'm just kind of arranging things right now. Look at this sticker. It's so pretty. Not committing to anything. Not committing to gluing anything at all. That's going to go better with that. Okay. I mean, we should get probably... We'll get some animals in here. Some cutesy... Oh, this one. I cut this from a greeting card that was actually, like, I got it when I was a kid. How cute is she? So we'll put her on something. So I hope everyone's faring okay in this quarantine. I know a lot of people are getting stir crazy. I find as a creative, though, like I could spend all day in my craft room every day. No big deal. So not gonna lie, I'm kind of loving this. It's horrible maybe, but I do. I love it. All right, so that's a little big. We will put... Oh, now he's scratching at the door. He's so funny. He's such a mummy's boy. Okay, a little dragonfly maybe. Yeah, I don't know. All right. And I want I really, really love this green butterfly too. He's really pretty. That was cut from a greeting card, I want to say. Okay, green butterfly. I really want to use this rainbow butterfly too. Put him on there. That's a sticker, obviously. For the ephemera, I cut too. Okay, I love fussy cutting. Like, I will sit in front of the TV and fussy cut all night long. Some of them are fussy cut and some of them are, I just call them sticker cut, I guess, because you leave a little border around them. Yeah, so usually for more delicate things, like his little antennae, I leave a little border. Or sometimes, you know, it's just, hey, it looks better with a little border, so... Let us see. Vintage greeting card. All right. Little Robin. I'd like to work him in there somewhere. He's really cute, isn't he? No, I don't know about him on the red, but... So yeah, just play with your ephemera, move it around till you find something you like. Cut from a magazine. These are like little fabric flowers. Aren't those so cute? Maybe they need a little bee. No, where'd that robin go? Maybe I'd like him better. Or maybe a bunny. Maybe I should put a bunny in there. At least do one bun. Oh no, I wanted to use this bird. Look at him, he is so pretty. Now, usually I like to have contrasting colors between the background and the item, but he really does stand out even though he's got a lot of pink in him, just like the background. So I think he'll be good there. And we'll stick him with a flower of some sort. These are from greeting cards. Now, what I have done, you don't need to do, I have left little elements sticking out from the side of the card. You definitely don't need to do that. I know some people really hate it, but I think it's really cute. But yeah, so what you can do is after you've glued on your elements, you can make them stick out. You can leave them sticking out, but then after they've dried, just take your scissors and trim, just trim right up the side. Okay. Oh, there's that little robin. Okay, no, but I'm gonna use this bird instead. How do you feel about those flowers? I had some, no, I think those are okay. I was hoping for something maybe a little brighter with him, but I think that might be kind of all I've got going on right now. My cat out there having a meltdown. Okay. This I like. We will put that there though, I think. No, there, okay. And we'll put this there. That will work good that way. This and this. This and this. Now her, what am I gonna put with her? She needs something cute. Maybe some little, I got these little roses that are really cute. No, it's a little too big. Maybe a background element here. Let's see, I had cut some little dots and things. Just random little swirls and dots and things like that. Leaves. Oh, there's a flower. That's kind of cute, but kind of blends in with her skirt. Okay. I like the pink dot. Pink dot looks cute. Or try the pink flower. Yeah. But then, nah, pink dot. All right. like a little moon, a little sun. So then what we do is I've got everything kind of organized how I want it. Now, what I didn't do on one of the previous cards, the sample cards I made up, here I stuck my ephemera down before taking into account my little paper reinforcement hole thing. And so really I would have wanted that behind those elements. So you've just got to kind of look and see, like, yeah, see, most of these, that one won't matter. I can stick it on after, that one won't matter. But I think what I'll do is I will go through and stick them all on. I think they're going to, yeah. Some of them you'll want, oh, purple. Some of them you might want in front of your ephemera, but I'm kind of way more about behind. So I just kind of stick them on there. So far these have been sticking good. Normally stickers won't stick great to embossed paper because it's waxy. Like I had these little enamel stickers, these little hearts, and oh, these like I put on this card do not stick at all to embossed surfaces, so I had to glue it using good old Aleene's tacky glue. Normally my paper crafting glue of choice is glue stick, but for this, yeah, because everything's embossed, the paper doesn't touch like the surface of the tag. It just sits kind of on top of the wax. So yeah, you want a glue that's gonna soak down and make contact with the paper, not just sit on top of the wax. So I kind of want a green for that, but let's see. Or actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna use that blue. These are really cute because I like that they're different shapes, little banners and things. That is really adorable. Plus they're very watercolor-y. So we'll do a little flower. And like I said, you can just use plain paper circles, and you can stamp them with inks or whatever to make them, snazz them up. But it's definitely not necessary. There, a little banner. So you just stick that. Oop. Try to get it straight. Okay, there. So that's all good. So now what I'm going to do is stick down the elements. So this, yeah, see, it's kind of really super delicate. So what I'm going to do is take my Aleene's glue and kind of apply just a bit to make sure it stays stuck. Like here, you can just do little dots on the flowers. And I mean, if you get a little blob or something, that's fine. Just use your baby wipe. Every craft room should have baby wipes. Baby wipes are amazing. And you just kind of stick that down. Yeah, see? I kind of drag it a little bit. Drag it. There we go. There, so we want dragonflies. So thank you for coming to watch my first video. I'm a little, yeah, I'm definitely nervous, but I've been crafting pretty much my whole life, or creating my whole life, and I pretty much do, like, I do most things. I've kind of, over the past decade or so, narrowed it down. Like, I used to want to do everything, but now I'm kind of drawn more towards my favorites. So like paper crafting, definitely. And I love a lot of fiber arts. So like needle felting and crochet, knitting. I've done spinning. The only thing I haven't done fiber arts is probably weaving. But, you know, that's on the want to do list, right? Okay. Well, I am making a mess. Which is fine. You just wipe it up. He's sliding. So yeah, you might need to kind of push down just for a few seconds to make sure that the glue's going to adhere to the paper surface, not just the embossing ink. And little bits of glue. There we go. Okay. I don't put too much, like enough that you know it's going to stick good kind of thing, but you don't need to put like ginormous amounts. Okay, there we go. She's on there good. Just kind of hold her down for a second. Little foot wants to come up. There we go. Okay. Now you want to leave enough room at the bottom too for your lace, although you can do that. Like see there, I put it up like maybe like 1/4 of an inch, but then here on this one, it's right on the bottom of the card, glued right against the bottom edge. So you can do it either or. And actually I've got some lace that it's little flowers with little stems, so they're going to point upwards. So I'll show you that. It's really cool. Maybe I'll do it on the bunny, I think. So yeah, there's no rules. You can, you know, use lace, don't use lace, whatever. Put it anywhere you want. There, little violets I cut from a greeting card. Sticker. Totally don't like that there. All right, let's see if I can peel this off. Shoot, it'll be stuck to the paper. Oh. Oh, it's pulling out my glue. But, oh yeah, okay. So stick that back down. Let's try this again. But see, this one, I don't really want it to overhang because you can't just leave it hanging because it's a sticker, right? So you don't want your sticky edges to be stuck out over the side. I am totally not happy with this one at all. Let's see. Oh, no, I can't move that down. Okay. Oh, well, he's going to go there. Sorry, he doesn't look great. Okay. That one. We'll glue some pansies on here. Pansies. And our adorable little bird. He is just the cutest. Little bit of glue. There. Isn't he just the cutest? That is so adorable. So stinking adorable. I love the art from kids' books. Love, love, love. Like if you ever, you know, want to get into kind of drawing cute things, like grab a kid's book and, you know, copy the pictures from there and practice. I used to do that in high school. I'd skip school and go to the library because, you know, I'm a nerd like that. I'd go to the city library and, yeah, go to the kids' book section and just choose some books and sit at a table and draw the pictures out of them. Okay, this one I'm going to bring down a little, and I will trim that. Oh. There, because I don't want it right to the top. There we go. And one more. Okay, so he's going to hang out a little bit right there. So I'm just going to leave that edge unglued. There we go. All right, so that is all done. There. How cute are those? I kind of want something else on that one though, like a little, you know, little sticker or something here. Let's see. I feel like that's some empty space that could be filled. A little sticker. Yep, that's adorable. And like I said, it's probably not going to stick great to the embossed wax. So a little bit of glue to help it. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so now we pick out our laces. So what I did to each of these was I put a little bit of lace along the bottom, or up a little bit from the bottom, and then I put a trim over top of it, or a ribbon, to cover the top of the lace, because a lot of laces aren't really finished at top, like at the top. Like, I mean, that's okay, but it's not, you know, it's still, you still see the gathering and things like that. So this little peachy is really cute. I might put that there. So all I'm doing, I cut it a little bit wider than the tag, so then that way you can kind of center it where you want. All right, so that one's going to be peach. Oh yeah, the floral I was talking about. Do I say about weird if you guys are American that are watching? Can you tell I'm Canadian? I don't say a boot, I swear. All right, so the little floral. Oh no, wait, that's right. I wanted the floral on her, I think. Oh my god, that is adorable. This little flower lace is just so cute. I would say it's not vintage because it's like, I don't know, polyester or rayon or something. It's super shiny, but I probably could have ironed some of this lace beforehand, but you know. So that I'll put right to the bottom. There we go, okay. So yeah, there, peach. Peach. I really want to use this peach one, but it doesn't really go with anything else. Wait, maybe this will go. But I don't like to put like two different kinds of flowers, so like little daisies and violets and things. I don't know. I think it'll look weird, but okay. It has some little eyelet lace, which is really, really stinking adorable. So, what do you think? That one looks good on this one too, but I think this one. So there's that. And what I'm going to do with this is trim it down, because you don't need all that, like the edge that's used to sew it in to whatever, you know, it's being used on. All right, there's that one. I love these little colored ribbons too, or laces. They're just adorable. Okay, this one actually, before I go any further, I am going to trim the bottom of the flower that was sticking out. There we go. Okay, so I've got that one. I've got blue. Okay, I kind of really like that. That's cute. Blue. Oh, now look at that one. That one's kind of a little fuzzy, if you can see. It's got little fuzzies. Hopefully it doesn't fray. Hopefully it's just, you know, a little... Oh, yeah. I think once I glue it down, it'll be fine. It won't fray or anything like that. I also have this hand crocheted little lace, which is really, really stinking cute. Hand crocheted. Like I said, I get all this from thrift stores. You buy big bags of it for like a couple dollars. And it's always like this cute vintage, you know, cute vintage stuff. Look at these hearts. Oh my God. These hearts are adorable. Okay, that one though. Oh, no, 4 hearts wide will do it. Okay. There. All right, so there is my laces. Now I'm going to pick ribbons to cover the edges of them when I glue them down. All right, ribbons and trims. Let's see. We've got some really cute ones. And I usually like to do like contrasting colors. So, but kind of like contrasting to the background for sure. But like this, I'd probably gonna use like a purple. I want to use this green on something because it's really cute. Definitely 1950s. Bright satin ribbon, or maybe not 1950s. It was $1.25. That's a lot. All right, open that. There we go. Oh yeah, that's adorable. Little satin ribbon. Okay. Let's see. Maybe this one. Yeah, I like it on that. There we go. So yeah, I'm just kind of setting the trims and laces and everything just with the card that they're going to go on, or the tag they're going to go on. Look at this. That is super cute. That's a new trim for sure. You know what though? I'm not going to use it because it's, like I said, it's got flowers and I don't know. I feel weird putting daisies with violets and things, or like 2 different kinds of daisies there. I don't know. It's weird. I know. I'm weird. Get used to it. Definitely weird. But you know what? All the funnest people are weird. Being normal is boring. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Okay. I was going to do Easter theme tags, but then I thought, you know what? Like last week or whatever, I thought, well, I'm not going to use Easter theme tags. Like the chances of me using those are a lot less than me using really cute, you know, just cute, normal, non-themed tags. Oh, okay. Some ribbon maybe? No, that's a little thick. Okay, so I've got that one done, that one done. I'm just going to set these aside actually at a view here. Okay, there. Yeah, I've still got to pick ribbons or trims to cover those. Oh, this one I think peach would look cute. Maybe a blue. Nope, I like a peach. Peach is good. Peach. I don't know if I'm sold on that blue. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe I want that. Yeah, so we'll get rid of that blue lace and pick a different color lace. Velvet. Velvet is adorable. Okay, let's find a lace I haven't used yet here. Oh, this one. This one's really cute. Another hand crocheted lace. Okay. There we go. So that's that one. That's going to be like that. And yeah, before you stick anything down, you know, give it all a try. See how you like it. All right, there's that one. And finally, what are we going to go with for this? We'll get some cute trim. Rickrack maybe? Yes, that's adorable. Okay, there. So, what I do to glue them down, I figure out where I want them. Like, see, that I like up higher. So, I just put a little line across. If you want, like if you don't trust yourself to get it straight, just use a ruler and just put a little, you know, a little very light pencil line across, and then just kind of a little bit down, like a millimeter down from where you want the lace and ribbon. And then you'll be able to just put your lace and ribbon right above it, right over top of it, sorry. So then you won't see your pencil mark. There, so there's that one. This I'm gonna glue because it's a weird shape. I'm gonna actually put glue on the, whoop. You know, I would have been smart to probably iron these. Oh, there's my cat again. I think he left for a while to go downstairs and tell my husband about the injustices that are, you know, being done towards him, being locked out of the craft room. It's kind of sad though in a way because he does spend a lot of time, like especially now that I'm working from home. I am home a lot, so he is stuck on me like glue. So, and I mean, in the craft room, when I'm in the craft room, he's got his own chair in here with his own little hooked rug on it that I made for him. Not that my cat is spoiled, but yeah, he'll lay on that chair and he'll sleep all day. It's funny because I gave another YouTuber that tip. Just recently, she had a problem with her cat getting up on the table all the time. I'm like, you need to convince him that he wants to lay on a chair beside you. So yeah, I put a little rug. You put a little soft cushion or whatever, you know. How cute is that? So I let it dry for a little bit and then I'll come back and trim the sides. This is so cute. So just make sure you get the front. Like see the pattern on the little flowers, and then on the back it's all weird. Some laces definitely have front and back. So this one I'm going to put a little line on there, like the edge. Then I'm also going to put, I think, a little dot in each flower. That should help it not curl down. I think the next video I do, I'm going to let my cat in. I just kind of close the door so my husband doesn't come upstairs talking, not knowing that I'm actually recording. Okay. There we go. Oh my god, that is so cute. I love it when I'm all tickled with, like, you know, crafts. It's like, oh my god, look at that. Okay, so I'm going to move this up just a little bit. So then I can have somewhere to put the edge of the ribbon to still cover. Okay, that's got like a little... I hope you can hear that cat. Like, a big injustice is being done to him right now. Like, somebody call the SPCA, because yeah, he is obviously being tortured. He's really adorable though. He is 15. Him and his sister both, they're litter mates. But he is a kitten in his mind. Like, he is gentle and loving, and he has never been mad about anything ever. He never gets mad. I heard him hiss once in his life, and it was when somebody came over with a little, like, Pekingese dog. I think it was Pekingese. The little poofy ones. The little yappy poofy ones. So the dog was yapping at him, so he hissed at it and took off. But other than that, that cat has never gotten mad, and he's just a baby. He just wants to be held all day long. Just a baby. He's a suk-suk. Mummy's little suk-suk. Look at that. That is so cute. Okay. There's that one. By the way, already did that one. Okay. This lace is so adorable. I love eyelet lace. I'm definitely a sucker for eyelet. Scratching at the door. He's relentless. Cats are like that though, eh? Like, if a door is closed anywhere, they don't care which side of the door they're on. They want to be on the other side. They're so funny. Oh, the drama. There. Okay. That is so cute. Okay. Isn't it great when you're tickled with your own art? You're like, oh my god, this is the cutest thing. I always love it when I create something and I'm like, oh, like, especially if I'm creating it to give to someone else. And then I'm like, oh no, I like that way too much. I need to keep that. I may have been guilty of doing that once this past Christmas. And the recipient never knew. It's like I made something and I was like, oh no, I love this so much. So then I made her something else. She never knew. Okay, there we go. All right. This one I'm going to put down the bottom too, because I don't want to lose a whole lot of that, of the flowers. Plus I don't want to see the flowers through the lace. So I'm going to put this down here. I can definitely be a messy crafter. Kind of. My husband gets horrified if I'm in here paper crafting, like collaging or glue booking or whatever. I just let pieces fall where they may on the floor. So my husband comes up and it looks like, you know, a paper shredder truck exploded in here or something. And he's way more neat and tidy, so he just kind of, you know, you can tell it's like twinging his last nerve there. But it's my room, so too bad, so sad. And he's learned not to come in my craft room and like mess with things, like clean things up or put things away. I think he tried that once and I was like, what are you doing? Do not touch anything in my craft room. It's a mess, but I know exactly where everything is. And I mean, sometimes I got things, you know, in progress. I've got little piles of things sorted because I'm working on a few different things, and, you know, you just mind your business. I don't go downstairs and play with your collectibles, so yeah. All right, this one, oh, there's the ribbon. Oh, I don't think, wait. You like that green ribbon on there? Yeah, I like it. It's okay, it's good. Okay, this one too, I think I'm going to put on the border. And then a dot on each heart. This is really like scratchy trim. It's really weird. It's not soft like lace. Okay. So yeah, I'd like to, I don't know what kind of videos I'm going to do. Definitely paper crafting, because like I said, I kind of do everything. Right now I'm like super huge into journaling. So I'd like to do some of both that. Also into glue booking right now. I started out scrapbooking in the very late 90s. I started out scrapbooking. I haven't scrapbooked probably like, I don't know, 12 years, something like that. But I still, for someone who doesn't scrapbook, I buy a lot of scrapbooking supplies. So yeah, I like doing, you know, tags, not so much card making, but tags, once in a while card making or making postcards or what have you, but tags, ATCs, journals. Like I said, I'm so excited to make a journal. I haven't yet made my own. Like I've always kind of, well, that's not true. I kind of made a little scrappy journal, but not like, you know, not like multiple signatures and things. My fingers are a little gunky. Okay, there. So those are all stuck on. So now what I'm going to do, Artemis, it's okay, buddy. Mama's almost done. All right, so I just trim the sides, and then especially with like the lace and the hand crocheted lace especially, what you're going to want to do is go and just put a little bit of glue, just the tiniest bit on the edges so it doesn't fray and unravel. Plus you can use it to kind of stick that down too. Okay, I am not going to redo this whole video because my cat is having a meltdown outside my door. Sorry, cat, but... And sorry, guys, you gotta listen to him be dramatic. I mean, it's not like we didn't snuggle together all day long. It's so funny though, because I really messed up his schedule. He had like a set schedule. He'd get up and eat and then sit in the window for X amount of hours in the sun. And then once the sun was gone, he'd go to bed. And yeah, this big schedule, right? But now I've messed it up. So the first few days I was home, he was so exhausted by like, I don't know, by supper time. He was super exhausted. So like one day I like baked chicken and he did not even wake up. So I was really concerned that, you know, he was sick, because that is not him at all. He is definitely very food motivated. But yeah, we figured it out. It's because he spent all day following me from room to room. He didn't get his daily, you know, 8-hour nap or whatever it is he takes all day long. So it was really, really adorable. But he's kind of adjusted a little bit now, yeah. But like a lot of cats, he does not deal well with change. And I mean, it's good to have mom home, but it's still change. So yeah, a little traumatic. Little dots of glue. You can also just kind of put a blob on the table and then use your finger. Use your finger. I keep forgetting to check and see if I'm in camera. I'm so sorry. I kind of get involved in my crafts and I kind of forget, you know? I mean, talking to myself is no big deal. I do that all the time. But yeah, this whole camera thing is new. And like I said, like once I get a better setup, I'm going to have it right above me. So right now I'm working around the angle. Like I said, it's in my way. It's right between, like my camera's right between my shoulder and the table kind of thing. So I'm surprised I haven't whacked it a lot more. Okay, there. So those are done. The last thing we gotta do is put the little ties, I guess you call them, the little ties on top. So yeah, all I did for that was I got my little tiny narrow ribbons and fun fibers and all that. And then, oops, I just took a couple of each. And let's see, we'll do this one in purple for sure. Do I not have anything purple? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So just take a little length, something like this. Figure out how long you want it and add a little bit. Okay, there. Then I'll cut a matching bit of fun fiber. Again, you can use whatever you want, whatever you've got. I mean, you know, go into your stash. If you've got, you know, a funky yarn or something you want to use, like use up. You've only got the one color or something, go ahead, use it on all of them. You can make them match, that's great. However you want to do it. I think the important thing to do with it is, you know, get your pastel colors in there because they're happy. They're very happy. And everyone needs a little bit of happy right now. And then your cute ephemera, stuff that you like. Stuff that makes you happy. Okay, so that is really cute, right? There. This one we will do. Oh, there's like a green I have. Oh, I didn't quite show you how to loop that through, did I? All right, so yeah. Just cut your ribbon. Ribbons like this I like cutting, like it's a little bit wider. So I cut them on an angle because they're cute. So there's the ribbon I'm going to use, and we'll put that with, what are we putting that with? We'll put that with some of this little eyelashy yarn, whatever it's called. Okay. So all I do is just take your two strands, fold them in half, fold them in half, and this is the middle loop. When you fold them in half, you just feed it through the hole. I go front to back, and then open up both loops of both fibers, feed the ends through. I'm making this look way more difficult than it is. Any other time off camera, I'm like zooming. There we go. Okay, so yeah. And we'll keep going. We're almost done. This and this. Yeah, you just kind of figure out how long you want it. double it up, add a little bit. You can always cut these down after you put them on the tags. If you decide you'd rather, yeah, it's better to have them a little too long than it would be to have them too short. So cut them a little longer than you think you want it. Thread them through. There we go. And we got two more. Little bird. This one I'm going to use, I think, 2 fun fibers. Kind of got little glue bits on my fingers there. It's getting peely. Kind of sticking to stuff. I probably should have baby wiped them. There. That one. One more. We've got a pink and a white. Oh, wait, no, that's cute. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, no, we'll do pink and white. How about a rickrack? Teeny, teeny little rickrack. Why is that stuck? Oh, I think I've got the wrong end of it. All right. Why is everything so difficult? All right, move this stuff out of my way. There, we are done. Tout fini. What do you think? Are these adorable? These are so adorable. I can get them all in camera here. Well, pretty much. Move these over. There. They're all done. Yay, I hope you had fun. I hope you followed the video and, you know, made some tags too. If you did, definitely send me pictures, like post pictures in the comments. That would be awesome. And yeah, hopefully let me know what you think of the video. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I welcome feedback for sure. Yeah, and ideas for next video. I've got actually quite a few ideas going on, but yeah, I definitely welcome them. Or if you have any questions, yeah, let me know. Great, and it has been a lot of fun. Thank you. Bye-bye.